Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Spring Sports Athletic Awards Night. My name is Chuck Woodman, and up here with me tonight will be Brett Blatt and Pat Horgan. We're proud to represent East Bridgewater Athletics for the spring season. So while Pat and I expected to be up here or be part of spring sports through our roles with softball and track respectively, we could have never imagined being this involved when the spring started, but we're both thrilled that we stepped in and helped guide each team through what was overall a really successful spring for East Bridgewater Athletics. Our softball team won a South Shore League title for the first time since 2017. They were joined by our baseball team and our boys track and field team as spring South Shore League champions. Overall, we had 4 teams, boys tennis, boys lacrosse, softball, and baseball, qualify for the MIAA state tournament. These teams combined for 5 wins. Both our baseball and softball teams made impressive runs to the Elite 8, while our boys lacrosse team won a state tournament game for only the second time in program history. On top of team success, the spring also saw terrific individual success and achievement. There were 32 Viking athletes that were named and recognized as South Shore League All-Stars, and many of which will be recognized again as All-Scholastics in the coming weeks. Corey Leonard was awarded the Boys Track Sullivan Division Player of the Year after a terrific spring on the track. Both senior athletes of the class of 2026, Isabella Abrams and Jack McDermott, excelled this spring season, and we saw numerous team and personal statistical records be rewritten, many of which you'll probably hear about from coaches in the coming minutes. Now, all of that success does not happen without a ton of help and support, and Pat and I would like to try to thank everyone who helped foster such a successful spring. First off, thank you to Dr. Williams and Mrs. McPartland for trusting us in this role. Thank you to John Shea for countless hours spent assisting with scheduling and field setup. You cannot say the phrase field setup without mentioning Mike Quaglia and all of the tremendous work that he puts in. Thank you to our building administrative team, Mr. Silva, Mr. Walsh, and Ms. Anderson for their constant support with any decision making and anything else that we may have needed. And to our janitorial staff for being a smiling face as teams return from long bus rides and tough road games on top of everything else that they already do. Evan Chandra will be a name that you probably hear a lot coming up, and him and Nikki Oliveira are both people we could not have succeeded without this spring. Evan's day in and day out commitment to Viking students is beyond admirable, and Nikki is in many ways the glue holding things together here. Nikki deserves a thank you for being a terrific asset, not just for the spring, but for the entire school year. Danielle Schneider and Scott Fay also deserve recognition and a thank you for helping with the scoreboard, and in Danielle's case, anything else that may be needed. The Viking sports parents and booster group also deserve a thank you for everything that they do to support athletics, but the biggest thank you of the night goes to each member of the spring coaching staff. Stepping in the middle of a sports season was, to put it lightly, a daunting task, made much easier by your help, your support, and your communication. So a huge thank you to all of you for working with us, especially for helping us when we didn't know what we didn't know. Your hard work, your dedication, your support to athletes is an exemplar for us as coaches and for anyone to emulate and follow, and we are really lucky to have this group of coaches here in EB. So, based on that long list of thank yous, it's clear that East Bridgewater Athletics has tremendous community and building support, and I think that certainly reflects with our success on the field. So, we will now turn the night over to those that truly drove the success of the spring, the individual teams and coaches. So first up tonight will be Coach Marie Principe and the girls tennis team.
My name is Marie Principe, and I am the proud coach of the girls tennis team. I also want to thank Mr. Silva, Mr. Walsh, Evan Chandra, Nikki, Mr. Leonard, and Mr. Shea, Mr. Horgan, and Mr. Woodman. I knew I could text any of them if we needed anything, like our bus dropped us at the wrong spot, our bus wasn't there when we were done, we didn't know where we were going. Everyone is always so helpful. Even home matches, they would always make sure we were okay, and we all really appreciated that. Let's see. We had a great season with an extraordinary group of girls. Our record may have been 6-10, but these girls went into every match with a positive, winning attitude and always, always had fun. They played against some of the top teams and the best players in the state, and they always looked to it as a learning opportunity and never were afraid or felt bad about it. They just went in, had fun, and learned every time. What makes me most proud is the sportsmanship of our players. So many coaches of other teams found me at the end of the match to tell me how terrific our girls were, and that always made me so proud. We have our 7 varsity players here tonight, but all 18 of our girls had an amazing season. When a varsity match is done, the court opens up and JV players can play an exhibition match. And sometimes the other team will have girls that want to play, sometimes they don't. But every time, all of our girls would go out there and play an exhibition match because they love to play, they want to learn more, whether it was a game against themselves or the other team. The work ethic of this team was amazing. Every single veteran and new player had a dramatic improvement in their game by the end of the season. It was a noticeable difference from where we started in March to where we ended in May. And everyone worked so hard to get to where they are. I had such a great time with this group of girls because they knew how to work hard and have fun at the same time. Every practice, every match, we always had fun. It is now my honor to award these girls with their varsity certificates. First up, we have Tatum Hansen. And next up, we have we have an all-star, South Shore League all-star team recognition to our first singles player, Julia McGuire. Sophie Sheehan. Evie Whitlow. Lillian Gaffney. Tess Safrino. And Olivia Figueroa. I have 2 coaches awards this evening. My first award goes to a girl who actually just joined tennis this season. She came in excited to play and be part of the team. You can count on her to hype everyone up and give support and motivation to all her fellow teammates. She earned a spot on the second doubles team, but was willing to play any spot we needed. She ended the season playing third singles for the first time against Randolph. She crushed it and came so close to winning. I think she surprised herself that she could do it. It was no surprise to me, though, because I had watched her from the beginning, and her tennis skills improved dramatically. She's a natural leader and a teammate, and I am so glad she joined the team. It's my pleasure to give this coach award to Evie Whitlow. My second award goes to one of our 2 amazing 9th graders that are on varsity. She represents what being a team player in an individual sport looks like. She will do whatever you ask of her and will always be the one to say, "I'll do whatever you want. Wherever you want me, I'll go." When she's playing and you yell, "Nice shot," or anything to her really, you can hear her mid-match say thank you. We also thank her and her mom for all the snacks they brought. It is my pleasure to give this Coach's Award to Tess Cifrino. Next, we have our three senior captains. Now remember, we have 18 girls. It's not just the 7, so that's why we have so many captains, and it's just me, no assistant. I don't know what I would have done without these 3 girls. They are the real MVPs of this team. They are the definition of what leadership is. They go in, they start practice, they do the warm-ups, they always had a plan, they ran the plan, they ran the practice, they constantly encouraging their teammates, supporting their teammates. They helped improve the skills of the players because they're also outstanding tennis players, and so much more. I could really go on. They helped organize all of the girls of all different levels and abilities, 7 through 12, first time holding a racket. These 3 girls helped them through it. They are the definition of what it means to be a leader. The team could look to any of these 3 girls with questions, and they would know that they would get treated with respect, their answers would be answered, and they just always felt comfortable with the captains that they had. So we are really going to miss them, and we're prone to crying, so I'll stop there. Julia McGuire, Tatum Hansen, and Sophie Sheehan. Thank you, everyone, and congrats to all of our athletes.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations, girls. Next up will be the boys tennis team, which co-ops with Rockland High School. The Rockland East Bridgewater boys tennis team had another successful season this spring, finishing with a record of 8 wins and 8 losses and qualifying for the MIAA state tournament, where they lost a close 3-2 match to Bishop Fenwick. Coach Mike Levitt was unable to attend tonight, but left words to recognize each of the 3 East Bridgewater athletes who competed for the co-op. First is Luke Kavicki, who finished with an impressive 11-6 record while demonstrating unmatched dedication and leadership by never missing a single practice or game all season. Recognized both on and off the court as responsible, coachable, and an excellent communicator, Luke has proven himself to be the definition of reliable. True leadership isn't just about setting the pace on the scoreboard, but about being the steady, dependable anchor your team can always count on. Luke did that for the team this season, and Coach Levitt is sure he will carry it into his junior season. Next is Caden Gerstel, who Coach Levitt deemed the team MVP for this spring. Caden put together a great 12-4 season and earned recognition as a South Shore League All-Star. Competing against other teams' best all season long, Caden did a great job leading by example. Being the number 1 option means that accepting that you will be pushed to your absolute physical and mental limits every time you step on the court. It requires the resilience to dust yourself off after grueling, narrow losses and the humility to respect the depth of talent across the net. Coach Levitt is excited to see Caden build on this spring's success and is already looking forward to his senior season. The final Viking who competed for the co-op was senior Will Cifrino. Will capped off an impressive senior season with 9 victories. Beyond his success on the court, Will has made a lasting impression through his character. Both opposing coaches and the parents of his competitors frequently go out of their way to praise his exceptional respect, grace, and attitude during competition. True success is defined not just by winning, but by the dignity and respect shown to everyone they meet along the way. The boys tennis program is going to deeply miss Will Cifrino. So we'll recognize our 2 Viking boys tennis representatives here on the stage today. We'll start off with Caden Gerstel. And William Cifrino. So 2 awards for the tennis guys. The first one is a South Shore League All-Star Award for Caden Gerstel. And for Will Sofrino to cap off an impressive tennis career and for all his dedication to the team, there's a Senior Recognition Award for Will Sofrino. Congratulations, guys, on a great season. Next up is Coach Sophia Gosher and the girls lacrosse team.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia Gosher, and I am the varsity lacrosse coach. First, I would like to thank everyone for your continuous support throughout the season, all the way from Dr. Williams, administration, Pat and Chuck, Evan, my fellow coaches, the parents, Nikki, the boosters, and most importantly, my team. We have gone through a lot of adversity together, and I could not be more proud of the way these girls stuck together. This season, we endured a multitude of injuries, which meant our rotations both in and out of the crease were shifting constantly, and yet the perseverance, determination, and ability to put our team first over our individuals never ceases to amaze me. Day in and day out, these girls showed up to practice and continue to get better. That's all a coach could ever ask for. And this season, we did not only see growth as a whole, but also individually. With girls injured, it gave others the opportunity to shine and gain their confidence. We got down jip hip. Some girls were able to score their first varsity goals, some got their first hat trick, and others got their first taste at a new position. Milestones and new experience such as these make you better in moments that you don't even realize. I hope you all look back on this season and see how far each and every one of you have come, both as an athlete and as an individual. Remember, lacrosse will always be a sport, but these memories and lessons will stick with you forever, so take advantage of these memories and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. And to our seniors, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for demonstrating what it means to be a leader. Thank you for making me a better coach. And thank you for everything you have done for this program. You will all be dearly missed, but I know what's ahead for you ladies, and it's so worth it. So let's get right into it. First up, we have Isabel O'Connor. Next is Olivia Carabin. Next, we have Jill Carabin, who is also named as League All-Star. Next, we have Sophia Charenson. Next, we have Riley Forsberg. Next is Charlotte Wilcox. Next, we have Cheyenne Morrissey. Next is McKenna Mullen. Next is Tegan O'Connor. Next is Brooke Wilder. Next, we have Kaylin Forsberg. Next, we have senior captain Ava Mavilia, who was also awarded the 2026 Senior Award for Leadership from the EMG CLA. Next, we have senior captain Abby O'Connor, who was also awarded the All Academic from the EMG CLA. Next, I have a couple of my senior captain's awards to give out. One of them, unfortunately, could not be here, but I would like to bring up Abby O'Connor and Ava Mavilia. These three ladies I depended on a lot throughout my season. It was last year I had an assistant coach, this year I did not, and these two kept me very level-headed, and I could not imagine what we could have done without them, so they are a great part of our team. And then next, I have one more award. It is for Jill Carabin for the Outstanding Performance of the Season Award. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations, girls. Next up is Coach Greg O'Sullivan and the boys lacrosse team.
All right, so first off, I want to congratulate all the spring sports teams, coaches on a great season. Thank you to Bill, Tom, Christy, John Shea, Evan, and Nikki for all your support. I want to throw out a special thank you to Chuck and Pat here, who not only stepped in, but I mean, for me personally, I had one of the better experiences I've ever had as far as game side administrators, communication, anything I needed, these guys went to bat for, setting up the field for me, taking it down, just to allow, you know, me as the coach to be able to focus on the game, focus on the players, and it was really special. Made things seamless for me, especially with everything else I had going on, so thank you guys a lot. It means the world. Special thank you to Coach Gamby and Coach Brown for holding down the fort while I was on leave. And last but not least, I need to thank my wife. She's been averaging a triple-double since you know, I've been back, and she's on 0 sleep. So she's been taking care of everything at home, and without her support and her doing that, I wouldn't be able to be out there with these guys, which is what I love to do. This season was definitely special. It was a culmination of 3 years of hard work, you know, 2 towns coming together, which is never easy. And if you looked at us, you know, 3 years ago when we went 3-13, we looked like the Bad News Bears out there. We had mismatching helmets and uniforms and all sorts of things going on. And now I'd like to say that we're really actually becoming a program, and it's because of these guys and everything that they do. We went 11-7, qualified for the tournament as a 12 seed. Some of our seniors experienced their first ever tournament win in any sport in their final season of their career. We had a group of 8th graders that were instrumental to our success, and there's a bunch of first and second year lacrosse players that were really difference makers out there. There's no doubt, you know, many of us here will definitely remember this one for a long time, and I just can't thank everyone for their patience and dedication to our program. Let's go to players. So first up, nothing but good things to say about this guy. Unfortunately, he's leaving. He knows how I feel about that. But Ron Randall. Marcus Conley. Defensive specialist Owen Furia. Freshman and Social League All-Star Benny King. Owen Lawler. Lucas Vieira. Nate Long. The athlete, Max Schuler. 4-time South Shore League All-Star, Austin Dewhurst. First-time South Shore League All-Star, Silas Hickey. Last but certainly not least, Mark Lee. All right, now we get a couple awards here. First up, we're going to go with our Most Improved Award. It's far too common nowadays to see players either not playing a sport, stop playing a sport, or not going out to a sport because they don't know how they're going to be, especially a highly skilled sport like lacrosse. To put yourself in that vulnerable position is very hard, especially when you're used to being one of the better athletes on your team. And through the first 2 weeks, this player was ready to quit. Very happy that he didn't, because he stuck with it. And if he didn't, I don't think we would have had the success that we did this year, and that is Mark Lee. Next, we'll go with our defensive MVP. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. This player could probably get an award for any category that you put out there. No matter if we're facing Cohasset or anybody else, he's just as skilled, if not more skilled, than most of the players on the field. He's won pretty much every award I think I've given in the 3 years, and 3 seasons, 5 years, whatever you want to call it. Austin Dewhurst. All right, so offensive MVP, this is going to be more, not necessarily just for the season, even though this player did it all offensively, attack, midi, you name it. It's kind of like a legacy award as well. There's a debate internally, we're not sure, but he's possibly the highest point scorer in program history. He's well over 200. I have him at like 211 points for his career. Everything we find for records, the second place guy is around 160, 170. I know for a fact for the 3 years I've had him, he's over that. So this award goes to Silas Hickey. And now for possibly what Mr. Horrigan says, and without Mr. Horrigan's father, this wouldn't be an award. When I first got this job and couldn't spell FOGO, he taught me a little bit and talked about the Golden Spoon Award. And this goes to a player with just the best stick skills on the team. We have a few of them that were very close. We've had one person dominate this award for the last 2 years, but it's sad to say that this is coming to an end, and he is going to be passing that torch along to Benny King. Thank you.
Congratulations, boys. Next up is Coach Ryan Eaton and the girls' track and field team.
First off, a couple of thank yous. I want to thank the sports parents, the custodians, especially Mr. Quaglier, for all he does helping getting everything set up for the meets. Mr. Chandra, keeping everybody together. Ms. Schneider, as Mr. Woodman already said, she helped out at the whole meets at the finish line, doing all the math and the paperwork, which just an incredible job she did. And Nikki just being there all the time and helping out as much as she could. I'd like to thank Coaches Pickless and Coach Wood, the boys coaches. We all work together, the boys teams and girls teams. So there's times where I'm coaching some of the boys, they're coaching some of the girls, so could not have done it without them. So thank you guys. And also, Mr. Woodman as the assistant coach. Mr. Woodman, Mr. Horgan, and Mr. John Shea for their help filling in with the athletic director spot during this season and just making it work. A couple people have already mentioned it. It's an incredibly tough job, and they did a great job kind of jumping in mid-season and just making it work. So thank you guys. Overall, as a team, we only had one loss. We were second in the South Shore League. We lost to Middleborough. State-wise, we were third in the division in the relays. We had 8 South Shore League All-Stars. We don't qualify as a team for states. That's not something in track, but we had 12 people go to the divisional championship and compete. We had one person go to the All-State competition, and that same person also competed in the All-State heptathlon the other day. So we did a really good job out there. All right, here we go, ladies. First, Milan Carminetti. Alicia Ferrin. Ashi Chandra. Gabby DeMeo. Ava Espilar. Ava Herbert. Livia Jesus. Chloe McCarthy. Maddie McKiernan. Michaela Shea. Lexi Wassick. Avery Watson is not here. Chloe Blett. Brenda Oliveira. South Shore League All-Star Caitlin Rafferty. Ava Rober. South Shore League All-Star Molly Schlossberg. Sophia Spalding. South Shore League All-Star Maggie Weir. Ari Coffrin. Avery Hardiman. Ella Herbert. South Shore League All-Star Jackie Pohl. Eva Smith. South Shore League All-Star Grace Sweeney. Captain Molly Curtin. Captain and South Shore League All-Star, Lily Dietz. Abby Foster. Ainsley Hyde. Captain Viv Morales-Waken. Kaylee Shea. Captain Kylie Swinhart. Captain and All-Star, Isabella Bright. To get a varsity letter in track, you need to either earn a point at a meet or you have to compete at one of the varsity competitions, going to that relay meet that I talked about before. This person we had high hopes for. She was captain of the team. She was the fastest person on the team coming in, was an all-star in the wintertime, and literally the first thing she could do at the first meet, she blew her knee out. We were at Middleborough. She took long jump. She jumped one time, and that was it for the knee. She didn't even get to run a sprint, but she still came in third in that long jump with that jump. So Jasmine Pierre. Couple here. The first one is the Rookie of the Year. This is her obviously first time doing track, but she was a freshman. She wasn't one of these people that came out in 7th and 8th grade. Definitely could have used her those 2 years, but I understand. She came in right away and made a difference. She made it to that state's competition. She was part of the shot put team that won the shot put at the relays. She's already throwing into the 30s. Her work effort is just absolutely incredible. Always has a big smile on her face. We're so happy to have her here. Molly Schlossberg. When you've been doing this for a long time, you can name awards after former athletes. This is the Katie Zarniak Iron Woman Award. If you've been around East Bridgewater for a while, you'll remember Katie as one of the hardest workers, dedicated, always in the weight room, always doing something extra, and just had the attitude of, don't mess with me. And I can't think of somebody any better on the team this year. This year's Iron Woman Award is Caitlin Rafferty. Another one named for a former student. This is the Shannon King Sportsmanship Award. Shannon King was one of the nicest kids ever that worked harder than everybody else, and just the one you want on the team. You know, that's that one kid that you're like, who do you want? I want Shannon King. I want Molly Curtin on the team. All right, this last one is the MVP. She is going to lead with the school record in the 100-meter hurdles. She has 32 career award medals from different meets that we have gone to. Like I said, she competed at the heptathlon the other day. She scored the 3rd highest in school history. She is going to be running next year at UMass Dartmouth. She didn't want to do track back in the day, and her mom and dad talked her into it, so Bella, always listen to your parents. Bella Bright. Thank you very much. Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, girls. Next to the stage will be the boys track and field team with head coach Travis Pickles.
I first want to start off thanking the front office and administration, Mr. Leonard, Mr. Woodman, and Mr. Horgan, Mr. Shea for stepping in, doing such a great job, making sure we had everything we needed. Evan, of course, keeping our whole team healthy. We have a huge team between the boys and the girls. We have, 130 athletes, so that's a lot to keep healthy. Always does a great job. Nikki, of course, thank you for everything you do. Coach Wood, couldn't have the success we had without you. You support the student athletes so well. And honestly, listening to every single idea I have, I just need that, honestly, and you help me so much, so thank you. Thank you to the team. I feel like I say the same thing every year, but I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. They have to have self-discipline. If I spent a half an hour at every single event, we'd have 6-hour practices. So the team has to have self-discipline to work on their own, to trust what coaches are giving them, and to be over there sometimes by themselves working hard. So thank you guys for putting in all the effort and working hard, even when we're not. You deserve us to be there all the time, but when we're not, you guys are still working hard, and that's why we had so much success. Seniors, past 6 years, you guys are 37-2 with 4 league championships. I'd say that's pretty good, and a lot is to do with our captains, the leadership we have to have. Again, you guys are like secondary coaches. This year we had Jack McDermott, Jalen Florienzia, Coleman McCarthy, Joey Jarvio, Seamus Kelleher, and Ben Levesque. We also had, I think, 8 All-Stars. It was Jack McDermott, Jalen Florienzia, Coleman McCarthy, Ben Levesque, Harrison Reynolds, Caden Butcher, Tommy Ruda, and South Shore League Player of the Year, Corey Leonard. All right, first up, we got Lincoln Bradley. Jacob Eddy. Here. Michael Lubis. Owen McLaughlin. Cam Whitlow. Caden Butcher. Jackson Cuneo. Xavier Navora. Naj Gabissi. Tyler Levine. Noah McSweeney. Brendan Prescott. Tommy Ruda. Riley Wood. Jake Greeley. Corey Leonard. Ben Levesque. Harry Reynolds. Brandon Sears. Anthony Vella. Gavin Wood. Jalen Florienzia. Joey Jarvio. Seamus Keller. Brody Pack. James Madden. Sorry. Coleman McCarthy. Jack McDermott. Tommy Triandopoulos. All right, first award is the Coach's Award. This is an athlete that did whatever I asked of him. I put him in and out of events all season long, from the 200, 400, 4x1, shot put. And honestly, he wasn't really a sprinter anymore, but he did whatever I asked, whatever was good for the team. Helped both of the relays qualify for the state meet. He was on our 4x2 that almost broke the school record. Always had a positive attitude. The past 2 years, he's grown a lot as an athlete, set his goals really high, worked hard in the weight room, asked questions, and just overall great person. That is Jalen Floranzia. All right, this year we had co-MVPs. I'm just going to talk about them both first, and then I'll tell you who they are. I'll probably guess who they are. This first person, he's never done spring track. He's done indoor track, but really a true example of resilience and determination. You know, probably 10 times throughout the year, he'd just say, "Coach, put me in every event." He wanted to try everything. He wanted to be good at everything. You know, we went to the relay meet, and he PR'd in javelin through a state qualifying distance. And then he unfortunately fell in the hurdles, which everyone who was watching that event, he was going faster than anybody there. But he didn't let him get it down. He broke his wrist, which means he couldn't throw the javelin that he just qualified for. But the next day of practice, he was like, "Coach, what else can I do? What events can I be in?" Kept working hard, got cleared again to hurdle, and he fell in that race as well. Didn't get upset, kept working hard. He went to the state meet. He made the finals in hurdles and ended up being 7th overall in the state after practicing maybe twice before the meet. He's just someone that's awesome to have on the team. Will do anything I ask. I'm not going to wait to name him, but the second one of the toughest athletes I've ever coached. Again, did whatever I asked from day one. This year was a lot different from last year. I was asking him to go on 3 or 4 mile runs, which he used to be a 100 runner, so he didn't complain. Maybe on the runs he was complaining, but never complained to me. I suggested halfway through the year that he try the pentathlon at the state meet. It was so we can try and get more points. Didn't hesitate, said, "Yeah, I'll do it," even though that meant sacrificing the individual events that he'd been practicing all year. He ended up placing 7th in the state in the pentathlon, and he ran the second fastest 1,500 meter, which is almost a mile. And you know, he's a football linebacker, and there was another coach that came up to me and said, "It was really impressive to see someone that big run that fast." So it's gonna be hard to fill your shoes. First one, Corey Leonard. Second, Jack McDermott. Thank you. Congrats to everybody else.
Congratulations, boys and coaches on a South Shore League championship. And on that note, next to the stage are the South Shore League champion girls softball team and Coach Nicole Eisenman.
My God. Since everyone's eyes are glazing over, having softball going last was not the best decision. But thank you to our administration, John Shea, Chuck Woodman, Pat Horgan, Evan Chandra, Nikki, the boosters, and EB Viking sports parents for all their help and support this season. Additionally, I'd like to thank Mitch Daly, Pat Horgan again, and Chloe Kelly for all their work and support they poured into this program. I wouldn't ask anyone else to help me. They know how crazy I am, so horns up. The Vikings finished the season 18-5 with a trip to the Elite Eight, eventually falling to number 3 seeded Tingsboro 9-6, and they're slated to play in the state final tomorrow. We can measure success of the season by a winning percentage, but for me, I'm measuring it by their resilience. 2 months before the season, we found out we wouldn't even have a field. We were on the road much of April. I think our final home game, or first home game, was April 25th. Injuries, rainouts, we had excuses to make for not doing well, but we stayed true to who we were and we stuck by one another. I want to thank Bella, Brooke, Maggie, Mia, and Riley for setting an example each day on and off the field. Again, I'll make this quick. Highlights from the season. We started off our first win, rallied off 7 runs, 7 hits, top of the seventh with 2 outs against Hingham. And honestly, this set the tone for the season. The Cardiac kids, they never quit. Then we headed to Middleborough. We opened with Middleborough. We lost to them on the road, first game of the season. Mia goes down with her MCL, ACL. Miley steps up. We secured the 5-3 win against Middleborough at home in May, and we ended up defeating Rockland later that week to secure a share of the league for the first time since 2017. We had 5 athletes elected to be South Shore League All-Stars. We upset the number 5 seed Millbury on the road in the Sweet 16. Their pitcher was essentially lights out, but the real question I have is, what is a woolly? Apparently their mascot, no clue. No clue. This group really helped me rewrite the record books. That's what I spent today doing during prep. Senior class had 62 wins over their 4 years here, ranking number 2, but behind the class of 2009 with 65 wins. If we want to include their 8th grade season, they're at the top of the record book with 73 wins. I'm going to add the little Barry Bonds asterisk in the book. Don't worry. He cheated, steroid error, look it up. Bella Abrams, Riley Egan, and Maggie Schlossberg have surpassed 100 career hits, ranking within the top 10 of East Bridgewater softball history. Maggie Schlossberg holds the school record for strikeouts at 697, and she didn't pitch at all this year. Riley Egan is ranked 2nd, and Bella Abrams were ranked 3rd in her career with runs scored. Sophomore Miley Del Carmen joins Maggie Schlossberg with 17 season wins, now tying the program record held by Michelle Cohen in 2000. And lastly, Maggie now holds the school record for single season home runs, 11, surpassing some scrub from 2009. She also ranks 2nd in career home runs at 18, just behind someone who graduated in 2009. That's just a snapshot of the wonderful things these girls did this season despite adversity. I would now like to just call up all of my gals before we do the awards. We got Allison Condon. Paige Ducharme. Gabriella Capello. Miley Del Carmen. Riley McCarthy. Kenzie Whitman. Gabby Luddy. Jeez, good handshake. Isabella Abrams. Riley Egan. Mia Holmes is not here, but we will recognize her as well, who has a school record as well, 17 strikeouts in a tournament game. She ended up throwing a no-hitter last year against Linfield. No one's breaking that either. We have Brooke Murphy. And Maggie Sloshberg. I'll make it quick, not really. All right, I'd like to present the Gold Glove Award to a player whose defense makes a tremendous impact on the team, and this year's recipient certainly did that. When our team needed a catcher, this person stepped up without hesitation, using a catcher's glove that she found in Abington's storage shed. She took on a new position. You'd never know it, that it was her first time catching since Little League. She quickly became the captain of our infield, throwing out runners with ease, impressing coaches with her ability to read hitters, calling pitches on her own. We don't have the electronic pitch calling like everyone else. Most importantly, she saw what the team needed and she stepped up into an unfamiliar role for the good of the team. We cannot thank her enough for all that she's done. And while our catcher's gear spent the season being carried around in a TJ Maxx bag, it may have been a secret weapon because our opponents really underestimated us. The catcher's equipment's in a TJ Maxx bag. How good can this girl be? And she proved everyone wrong. Congratulations to our Gold Glove winner, Bella Abrams. Next award we have is the Coaches Award. It's going to an individual who also stepped up for us this season and competed with toughness, and that cannot be taught. Offensively and defensively, they stayed composed and gave us a chance to win. More importantly, she's one of the most coachable players I've ever had in my tenure here. No matter the role, the challenge, or the situation, she was willing to do whatever it took for the team. And in April, I don't think we would have pictured a sophomore stepping up to throw every single game for us. But Miley, your growth from game 1 to the Elite 8 is indescribable. You put the team on your back, and when faced with adversity, you didn't back down. Congratulations to Miley Del Carmen, this year's Coaches Award recipient. And if the Del Carmens are out there, she needs a new bat. Thank you. Last one. Whew. Unsung Hero Award is going to someone whose impact was felt in the biggest moments this season. This individual continually came through in the clutch, whether it was on the field or at the plate. Time and time again, she was coming through. She's the type of player that everyone needs, reliable and selfless. Gabby Luddy never asked for the spotlight, but she earned it, and she earned the respect of her teammates and all of her coaches through her consistency and ability to rise to the occasion. From a grand slam, double, and 7 RBI against Cohasset, to her web gems against Plymouth South and Middleborough, Gabby has done it all for us. She's a great player, but an even better teammate. Congratulations to Gabby Luddy on this year's Unsung Hero. Jeff Galoni, let's go.
Congratulations, girls. Next up and last up for the night is the South Shore League champion baseball team with Coach Jeff Galoni.
All right. Again, thank you, everyone. Congratulations to everyone. The boys finished this year 15-8, 7-3 in the South Shore League. We earned a share of the league championship with the best record on our side of the division. That was good enough to earn us the 2 seed in the Division 4 state tournament. We went on to defeat Northbridge and Manchester Essex before falling in the round of 8. So we're going to get right into it. This year we had 3 team managers. I went 10 years without having one and somehow ended up with 3 this year. But they were each had very special qualities here. So, Brian Sosha, Luke Schrader, and Jay Cohen. They're not expecting anything. They just wanted to be a part of it. So here they are. Nice job, guys. Way to go. No, you can just go over there, yeah. All right, Ryan Barrett. No hug, not hugging. Maceo Boats. Landon Doobie. Jared Hardiman. We have League All-Star and Coaches Association All-Star John King. Killian Lonergan. League All-Star and Coaches Association All-Star, Brody Lovell. No. Jason Mann. League All-Star and Coaches Association All-Star, Colin Meserve. Nick Pino. There's three seniors I'd like to recognize. They're not here. Probably hitting somewhere. Devin Blair, Manny Del Carmen, also a League All-Star, and Evan Doucette. And last but not least, he's been with us for 6 years, came into the program as a 7th grader. Braden Crappe. All right, we have 2 coaches awards. The first one, baseball is kind of funny. You can be streaky. You can start doing something and finish doing something else. Kind of happened with this guy. First coach's award goes to Jason Mann. All right, our second coach's award goes to somebody that accumulated absolutely 0 stats this year, but was invaluable to the team. We cannot count how many pitches he threw in practice, throwing batting practice to every member of the team every day, multiple times. Jay Cohen. Thanks.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations again to all of our athletes and coaches who participated tonight. Before we get to the slideshow, to wrap things up, Brett Blett from Viking Sports Parents would like to say a few words.
All right, so I'll make this quick. Just last week, we had our June meeting, and so we have some new board members that were voted in, so I'd like to congratulate Maura Weir, Joy Rober, and Melissa Schlossberg for being elected to the VSP board. I also thank the 3 of you for your willingness to take on a role. The board will meet this summer to plan our school year activities, and we will share our monthly meeting dates when we return at the start of the school year. I invite all of you to come to our meetings next fall and chip in when you can. I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to thank the moms who have just finished serving on our board. Hillary Lovell was our secretary and did an amazing job with meeting minutes, sign-up geniuses, and posting to Facebook. Beth Farnham was our VP. She kept our indoor and outdoor snack bars going and was the one to start ordering our Chick-fil-A for Friday night games. And Sonia Mann was our treasurer. She balanced our books, paid our invoices for these athlete awards and scholarships. The three of them played such an active role in VSP, and they were willing to help with anything at any time. I know I can speak on behalf of all the families in this room that their involvement did not go unnoticed, and we appreciate the time they gave to VSP. So if the three of you could come forward, we would like to give you a little something to thank you for the time you gave to your VSP positions. And while they're coming up, with the tradition that we started in the winter, we are going to keep it going. The plants on our stage are going home with 4 of you tonight. I have the names of every spring athlete in this bag. I will pull 4 names, and once the slideshow is over, you can head on down and pick your plant. All right, so the 4 names are from outdoor track, Brandon Cirrus. Oh, they're not here. From boys lacrosse, was he here? Jared Gray? Okay. From outdoor track, Abby Foster. From no, he wasn't here. From baseball. Jose. From outdoor track, Harrison Reynolds. And our final one is blank. From softball, Gabby Luddy. Thank you.
Thank you, Brett. To wrap up the night, we have the spring slideshow with photos from the season. Thank you, everybody. That concludes our ceremony tonight. Congratulations to all spring teams, and have a great summer.